part-time university course in the evenings. I left the university at about 7 o'clock and thought all goody, stew and dumplings in the oven, and just set off as the normal time and just progressing along quite happily until, in fact, things all went wrong at these traffic lights. The consultant, having looked at the x-rays, there was a sudden mad panic from all directions, and one of these massive white collars was brought, and then the consultant arrived, and he then said, well, as a result of the x-rays they could see that the vertebrae in the neck were in fact broken, and I was waiting to go into the operating theatre. I suddenly realised that I was in fact not still lying on the bed, but I'd moved to being above the bed. I was on the ceiling, but looking down upon myself. I suddenly started to progress down a tunnel. As I passed down through the dark part, it then became suddenly golden towards the end, and I suddenly emerged into this absolutely beautiful garden. It was a beautiful symmetrical garden. It had a path down the middle, beautiful, fairly narrow lawns, herbaceous borders with small plants at the bottom going up to the larger plants, and then 2 rows of conifer trees going along the whole side. There's a little fence in the front, a little white fence, and a small white gate. As I opened the little gate and took probably a couple of steps forward, then on my right-hand side was my friend 𝗁𝗁, and she stood there, and she had died about 10 weeks previously. I wasn't at all surprised to see her. She said, it's a super place here, and I said, yeah, I can see that, you know. She also had a beautiful garden herself, and we spent a lot of time in gardens, I think, together. And she said, you know, you're going to be really happy here. And I said, yeah, super. But then I left her. Why I left her, I don't know. And as I proceeded along the path, again on the right-hand side, stood my father. Now, he'd died 2 years previously. He looked as he used to look before he'd be very ill, big and chubby and round and friendly, and not as I had seen him towards the end when he looked very, very ill with cancer. So it was wonderful to see him as I remembered him a few years previously. And he equally was very pleased to see me, I pleased to see him, but it didn't seem odd. It was just a meeting, and he said, you know, oh, it's lovely to have you here, Claire. And I said, you know, it's great to be here, Dad, yes. And he said, like 𝗁𝗁, it's a lovely place here. You'll be very, very happy. But at this point I thought, oh dear, should I be here? I think that was the thing. I felt that perhaps I couldn't stay with my father at that point. And in fact I said quite apologetically to him, but Dad, I can't stay, I'm sorry. I can't stay with you now. I've got to get back. I've got to get back. The boys need me. I immediately left everything, and I was immediately back in the bed, looking back up at the ceiling as I'd been before whatever happened had happened.
Did it seem like a dream, or did it seem real, or how?
It certainly seemed real, because I've dreamt of both people on occasions before that and since, and never in any context remotely like what happened to me. That's why I would find it difficult to say yes, it was a dream. It didn't seem to be like a dream. It also made complete sense. So often when we wake up from a dream ourselves, if we think back about what we've been dreaming, we think about it and it is all pretty silly. The situations are silly. While you're dreaming, it's not silly, but when you wake up, it doesn't make any sense. But what happened to me actually made sense. I walked, I met people, I spoke to them, and that all made complete sense.
And how are you feeling through all of this?
Extremely happy. It was a wonderful experience. Quite delightful, really.
Is this experience still very clear in your mind?
Absolutely. It's exactly as if it happened 5 minutes ago.
And when did it actually happen?
13 years ago last month. I think I value every day now. I think I value everything really that's happened to me since. I feel very grateful for the fact that I've been able to experience an extra 13 years that I might not have experienced, and see my own family grow up and various things that have happened, you know, to myself and my friends, and I have valued each day, I think, far more than we probably do normally. We just take it, oh, it's a day, it's Wednesday, that's it, you know. But now I do think I value each day.
Let's say hello to Alex. Let's say hello to Alex. Let's say hello to Alex.
I feel very fortunate that I'm a person who can have a job that is enjoyable every day. That I wake up in the morning and I think, well, this is going to be a good day. I don't think, oh dear, I'm going out to work.
I think we might just say good morning, Cal. Oh, he's a diet boy, aren't you? Judy, hello.
I feel that every life has got a value in itself, and it's up to us to enhance that life if we possibly can, and make it more meaningful if we possibly can.
Hello. This is nice.
It's made me aware, I think, that there is something more to life that we don't understand, and we maybe are not supposed to understand either. That's how I see it.
I'm a big girl.
For me, it means that I think I have perhaps got a future afterwards, but that's all I can say for me. I can't say that it means anything for anybody else. I think I've had that experience, and I think I've been a very, very fortunate person to have it. Very fortunate indeed.